In standard business conditions, changing your strategy is a methodical process. You run A/B tests, you gather focus groups, and you slowly adjust your product while your existing cash flow keeps the lights on. But a true crisis is an external shock that bypasses all planning. A new law, a severed supply chain, or a global health mandate shuts your doors by force. Your primary revenue stream drops to zero overnight. The immediate psychological reaction for leadership in this moment is denial. It is tempting to cling to the millions spent on past research and development, holding on to the old model and hoping the market returns to normal next month. When a black swan event occurs, the 5-year strategic plan is instantly dead. Every hour spent trying to save an identity that no longer fits the market is an hour of cash burned. The only metric that matters now is your runway, the exact amount of time your business can stay alive without earning a single dollar. This chart shows how to calculate it. You take your total liquid cash reserves and divide them by your fixed monthly burn rate, the unavoidable costs like rent and salaries. If that math leaves you with only 60 days, the countdown is absolute. You no longer have the time required for focus groups, perfectionism, or traditional market testing. Pinpointing the exact date of corporate death is what forces a leader to stop hoping and start the ruthless execution of emergency triage. Take the case of Siam Exhibition, a business-to-business event organizer. When a sudden ban on large gatherings was announced, they lost 100% of their client orders within 48 hours. Facing a massive monthly burn rate, the CEO had to make a radical mental shift. They had to stop looking at the company as an event organizer. Instead, they broke the business down to its raw components. They looked at their isolated capabilities, 30 skilled carpenters, piles of modular aluminum trusses, and the ability to assemble structures faster than any traditional contractor. When the final product you sell becomes legally or economically worthless, your company's true value lies entirely in these underlying deconstructed capabilities. With those parts separated, you can rebuild the business using one of 4 specific methods. The first is a channel pivot. If physical access to customers is blocked, you change how you deliver. A fine dining restaurant barred from seating guests might transform into a premium delivery service or send chefs to cook in clients' homes. Second is the customer segment pivot. Your old clients have vanished, so you take the exact same assets and find a group actively benefiting from the crisis. This is what Siam Exhibition did. They repurposed their Azent trusses and fast assembly skills to build emergency hospital isolation rooms and field beds in under 24 hours. Third is the value proposition pivot. When a product's main use dies, you elevate a secondary feature. A corporate travel booking app with 0 travelers might repurpose its back-end queuing logic to help offices manage social distancing schedules. Fourth is the revenue model pivot. When your clients are running out of cash, you lower the barrier to entry. A company selling massive upfront software licenses might shift to micro-subscriptions to keep the cash flowing. This requires a quick and dirty execution style. You don't build a perfect delivery system. You set up a simple messaging account and put your waiters on motorcycles. Speed is life. These 4 strategies aren't miraculous inventions. They are simply the rapid reorganization of surviving assets to capture whatever cash is still moving in the market. By executing that segment pivot, Siam Exhibition stabilized its cash flow and kept all 30 employees on the payroll through the worst of the shutdown. When the crisis ended and the events industry returned, the company retained its original business while possessing a permanent secondary revenue stream in emergency construction. A catastrophic shock also acts as a corporate cleanse. The pressure of survival burns away bureaucratic red tape and eliminates the office politics that normally slow down decision-making. Linguistically, the word for crisis is often described as a combination of 2 concepts, danger and opportunity. Siam Exhibition emerged from the collapse with 2 distinct business models instead of 1. They became a more resilient organism, building business muscles they never would have developed without the pressure of the sky falling.